Dear Cyzor, I watched Hunter x Hunter to impress a girl, but actually ended up really liking it. What's a good show to watch next as a newbie to anime? I got you. If you're interested in dipping your toe into anime, this video should help you out. Here's my list of beginner-friendly anime for adults. Here's the list. I'm going to talk about each one of these. Starting off with my personal all-time favorite, we've got Samurai Champloo. Now, the storyline's okay, not the most amazing in the world, but what really sets it apart are the characters, the fight sequences, and the music. The show's music is so good and creates an entire vibe and atmosphere that makes the entire show just really enjoyable to watch. If you just like watching samurais beat ass, the show's really good for that too. Next on the list is Death Note, which doesn't have a bunch of ass kicking happening, but it's carried by its story. The story is phenomenal. The show asks the question, what happens when a human is given the power to decide who lives and who dies? And how do people respond to someone who can kill anyone, anywhere, at any time? It very much gives Sherlock Holmes vibes in the sense of always be one step ahead, but very good anime. So on this list is Demon Slayer, which has a ton of ass kicking, but also has the best artwork of any show on this list. It very frequently is asking the question of, can you see the humanity in monsters? The main character is trying to get his sister to become human again, and so that theme comes up pretty frequently. Great fight scenes, funny characters, decent story, amazing artwork. Highly recommend. If you want something a little more cartoony, go with One Punch Man. It's got amazing artwork, it's got amazing fight scenes, the characters are super good, and it doesn't take itself too seriously. In fact, it's very much a parody of other shonen animes that you would see. Contrasts a lot of other shonen anime in that the story is not driven by the progression of the protagonist. The protagonist is already the strongest being in the show, which means that the show has to address other elements like what happens when you have too much power and how does that affect the people around you. Very cool anime, very funny anime, very silly anime, highly recommend. Now, if you started with Hunter x Hunter and enjoyed that, Fullmetal Alchemist will probably be an all-time favorite. It does have a lot of dark elements, but it also has a really awesome power system, very cool combat fighting, a very emotional storyline, very great storyline. It just has everything that you would want in a good anime. It's definitely considered one of the best animes of all time. It's a top tier. And that's my list. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. There's a lot of other anime I could have put on this list, but I took out either because it was too long or the story was too complicated and stuff like that. Someone starting out in anime, I like to keep things relatively light, like easy to digest animes, and so that's why I went with this list.